good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dan G, and I'm the project manager for the 2008 Cal Concrete Canoe team. Here with me is David Leon, our whole design and structural analysis officer. And so in memory of the free speech movement occurring on the Berkeley campus in 1964, we now proudly present our 2008 canoe, VOCAL. To start the year, we knew that our more ambitious graphics design would require us to avoid delays of critical activities. To accomplish this goal, we researched past Cal team schedules, as well as interviewed previous project managers. And from this research, we found that most delays occurred during the finishing phase of our project, leading us to schedule VOCAL's finishing to begin 3 weeks earlier than on average. And this allowed us to create a much more intricate graphic design that was cleaner and not rushed towards the end of our schedule. Our whole design team used Proline software to model VOCAL's hull, as well as calculate drag forces and stability. Additionally, by interviewing veteran paddlers, we were able to attain a greater understanding of how certain design characteristics affect paddlers' focus during races, which we believe is a critical component to designing a successful canoe, because a more focused paddler will be able to concentrate on more effective technique and hence propel the canoe faster through the water. What paddlers told us was that first and foremost, they required a stable canoe to remain focused, leading us to design VOCAL's cross-sections to be both vertical walled and flat bottomed. Additionally, we designed our maximum depth to prevent water spillage without causing paddlers to sit uncomfortably high in their seats. And finally, by having a strong stern keel line, this provided us an adequate level of track. Eventually, we created a full-scale prototype of our canoe, and after practicing for 6 hours a week, paddlers confirmed that indeed, we had created a canoe that was faster and more stable, meaning that VOCAL was a superior design to our recent models. We performed our structural analysis using SAP 2000 for 13 different loading scenarios. We found that the highest stresses occurred during the co-ed sprint underneath paddlers' knees, and that by using pre-stressing cables, this would effectively reduce these stresses and eliminate the need for the use of structural ribs or a thick gunwale, which is great for our construction team because this allowed them to create a much cleaner looking interior. And so now it was up to our materials division to design a structural mix that would meet the analysis team's minimum requirements. We selected white Portland cement as the primary binder because this provided a fantastic light base color, which contrasts very well with our graphics. Additionally, all of our aggregates are proportioned to optimize their compaction and therefore minimize the density of our mix. And by using latex, we were able to dry cure VOCAL and therefore reduce the time on casting day necessary to construct an employee training list. After we had come up with the final mix, we field tested VOCAL's durability by placing composite plates underneath our paddlers during a scheduled paddling practice. And after 2 hours of racing, we inspected these plates for damage and found none, generating confidence that our canoe would withstand the rigors of the races. So after 5 months of experimentation, we came up with a structural mix with a very nice high factor of safety, but more importantly, it was more cohesive and more workable, meaning that it was a lot more enjoyable to play with and more fun on casting day. On casting day, 36 team members placed VOCAL's half-inch thick shell by first placing a layer of concrete and scrim, followed by the pre-stressed cables, and finally additional layers of scrim and concrete. We improved our quality control primarily by beginning each layer at the middle of the form and progressing outwards in a more orderly fashion towards the bow and stern. For finishing, we created our vivid murals by brushing dyed concrete mixes on top of stick-on stencils. Now, this intricate design required a lot of standing. And sometimes we found ourselves beginning standing at midday, and we would not leave until the sun had risen the next morning. And you know that at this point, your construction crew was, quite frankly, a bunch of concrete nuts. But really, all of this was completely worth it to us, because sacrificing this much of our time, just because we believe that creating dyed mixes and finish and graphics and lettering that are 100% vibrant concrete is a really neat idea. It embodies the spirit of our project and our team. And so, it is the hard work and dedication that we have put into this project that has made VOCAL the best canoe that we have produced in recent years. And now I'd like to take the time to thank the UC Davis MidPac Committee and everyone else who is putting on a great competition. Thank you very much.